welcome you all to my topic on effective communication. I am Sangeeta, Department of Science and Humanities, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. What is communication? Communication means sharing of ideas, thoughts and information with others to produce greater understanding. Being able to speak English effectively is one of the most important life skills. It is a network of interactions and naturally the sender and receiver keep on changing their roles. The success of communication is not only in effective transmission but also in achievement of the intended results. Communication has two types. One is verbal communication and the another one is non-verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication is nothing but oral communication. It refers to all forms of speech-based communication between two or more people. This includes spoken words, written messages and sign language, as well as all coded information that refers to a particular language system. Verbal communication is the use of sounds and words to express yourself, especially in contrast to use gestures or mannerisms. Clear messages and attentive listening are cornerstones of verbal communication. These two aspects are very important in oral communication. Verbal communication skills are avoiding distractions, listening others carefully, maintaining eye contact with others, not interrupting the speaker, being clear while speaking, focusing on non-verbal communication cues, being confident and open-minded, to be a soft-spoken person and representing the information in short. These are the important qualities one should possess in verbal communication skill. Next comes types of verbal communication. Verbal communication has four types. First one is public communication, second one is intrapersonal communication, third one is interpersonal communication and the fourth one is small group communication. All these four types of verbal communications are important for technocrats. Verbal communication skills are advising others regarding an appropriate course of action. It conveys feedback in a constructive manner, emphasizing disciplining employees in a direct and respectful manner. It gives credit to others. It is recognizing and countering objections. Strong verbal communication skills are important for everyone to master. They are extremely valuable in both our personal and professional life. When speaking clearly, confidently and with poise, we are much more likely to command the respect of others and build rapport. This is particularly important in business interactions. Non-verbal communication. What is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication happens through body language. It is a transmission of messages or signals through a non-verbal platform such as eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, postures, and distance between two individuals and physical appearance. Such important factors of non-verbal communications are way of talking with others, posture, position of our body, when we are sitting and standing, appearance of oneself, head, hand and eye movements, facial expressions of one, body language, closeness, sounds like laughing. These are the important factors which are involving in non-verbal communication. Next comes facial expressions. The human face is extremely expressive, able to express countless emotions without saying a word. And like some forms of non-verbal communication, facial expressions are universal. Such facial expressions are happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, fear and disgust. One can identify all these factors by seeing our face. Next is posture. What is posture? Posture means position of our body. Movements like hand and head. It makes or breaks the communication and shows if the person is interested or disinterested in what is being said. One can easily convey their feelings and attitudes through postures. A speaker who leans forward appears to be very interested rather than one who slouches. Postures convey position of our body. Next comes physical appearance. It is a very important factor as what a person wears conveys a message about their personality. There are clothes that are appropriate for various types of situations. During an interview, a well-dressed person will look more presentable than the person who is shabbily dressed. Next is eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most important factors of non-verbal communication. Nothing will enhance our delivery more than effective eye contact with our audience. Next comes gestures. Gesture is a characteristic of non-verbal communication in which visible body actions communicate particular message. Gestures include movement of hands, face or other parts of the body. When we nod our head, it says we are disapproving the thing which is conveyed to us. There are such disadvantages in non-verbal communication. It is vague and imprecise. Long conversations are not possible in non-verbal communication. It is very difficult to understand. It has lack of formality and discussion of information. Let us see difference between verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication uses oral or written words. Non-verbal communication not uses any oral or written words. Verbal communication has two types, oral and written. Non-verbal communication has various types like visual, audio, visual, silent, etc. Verbal communication is very easy to understand, but non-verbal communication is very difficult to understand. Verbal communication is highly structured. Non-verbal communication lacks in formal structure. It has less possibility of discussion of information, but non-verbal communication has high possibility of discussion of information. Verbal communication begins and ends with words. Non-verbal communication continues until the purpose achieved. Verbal communication gives a less and delayed feedback. Non-verbal communication gives a lot of feedback. With this, I would wind up my topic. Thank you.